What's going on, guys? Welcome back into the Chaos Lair. I am El Chaos. Calaroso Kela. Ah, fuck it. Real quick before I get into the Smackdown 411, which this is, I want to just say I love the Switchfoot song, Dark Horses, for the Royal Rumble, for the theme music or whatever for the Royal Rumble, the theme song or whatever. I love it. I went back also and I checked the stats on the By the Numbers video, and theirs were right. I had to do a lot of extra work for that. My bad, okay, on the stats with Shawn Michaels and Kane. I took what I saw off of like 2 or 3 different websites, and since I saw that they were on 2 or 3 different websites and they weren't different, that I was just going to use them. So that's my bad. And you can blame Wikipedia for that because they were one of the websites that was wrong. Anyway, the reason I had 58% on the world title thing is because I didn't include the Lex Luger. I included him winning the Royal Rumble and going on, but I didn't include his loss, so that screwed it up. So that's why it's really 55% instead of 58%. Anyway, moving on. On SmackDown, Cody Rhodes defeats Justin Gabriel, really solid match. Sheamus defeats Drew McIntyre, another really good match. Drew McIntyre is going to get fired and hopefully go to Raw, but, or at least that's the way I see it. I don't like it. I think SmackDown needs him more, but, you know, what are you going to do? Maybe they got an idea for something that they want to do with Drew McIntyre. The WWE Tag Team Champions, Primo and Epico, with Rosamund Mendez, Shucky Ducky Quack Quack, yes, I said that, and muy caliente, because yes, in the Chaos Lair, habla español. Okay, maybe not so much. They defeated Santino and Yoshitatsu, who I just don't like. Randy Orton and Wade Barrett never got started because they brawled. Actually, I love this, because Randy doesn't need to be in a match, but then again, he did do 5 RKOs, which means he bumped 5 times, and I don't really like that. I still think Randy needed to be on very limited duty until the Royal Rumble, and then after the Royal Rumble still need to be limited until the Elimination Chamber, but that's just where I stand on that. Hunico defeats Ted DiBiase, Brodus Clay defeats Alex Riley in a complete squash. Asuka, for whatever the reason, had her defeat Natalya, and then Tamina come out and give her another Superfly splash. I don't know what's going on with the Divas on SmackDown, but at least they are getting TV time. You can't even say that about the WWE Divas Champion Beth Phoenix. Big Show defeats, oh, by the way, new hashtag right here. I want women's wrestling. Make it trend. Everybody. Okay, I want wrestling, I've heard that for months. I want women's wrestling. Make it trend. Big Show defeats Mark Henry by a count out. Mark Henry hyperextended his knee. You got to think about all the weight and look, I know he looks fat or whatever, but it's not really, it's not like jiggly fat. It's not fat. It's just muscular, toned fat. He's just a big guy that is really toned and really, I mean, if you punched him, it'd be like punching a brick wall. I mean, I'm telling you. Anyway, when a lot of wrestlers do this when they punch, you know, instead of just doing this and making, you know, like a noise or whatever, you know, he does this. And that kind of, it makes, you know, it echoes and it's loud and it sells the move a lot better. What he did was he just stepped the wrong way. It was kind of another fluke injury, kind of like when Triple H first tore his quad back in the day. It's just one of those fluke things that happened, and it did, and here we are. Now they changed the ending, or they had to change it on the fly, I guess. The original ending, which according to what's been posted on the internet, rumored anyway, was that Mark Henry was supposed to splash Daniel Bryan after Big Show laid him out. I still think they should have went with the Big Show laying him out, but for some reason they didn't do that. And they changed it up, and Daniel Bryan took the choke slam, but then backed out, which probably it works better for this this heel Daniel Bryan that they're kind of trying to do. But anyway, what are you gonna do? So yeah, that's it for SmackDown. The SmackDown review, the 411, whatever you want to call it. I've got my predictions. I'm already dead set on my predictions. I'm going to film that video right after I cut it off and cut it back on. I will start doing that. However, well, I'll probably start trying to upload this first, and then it might be tomorrow before I upload my predictions. Who knows? Anyway, for now, deuces and chaos is out.